that they could get paid even though the streaming platforms came online. This is something way over and beyond. I don't know how you can even think about this. And the DJs will be next. Guess who else is after that? You and me. They won't need us.
Charlie, you got to
So good night.
But that's the good thing about the Grimes lady, what she said about if anybody who wants to use her voice to create songs, she just will pass the why would they share? There'd be no reason to share with her. There's no legal. That's what I get a judge. That's a great thing for her to say. That's a smart thing for her to say. But there's no way you. I mean, I offer that deal. If anybody don't want that, I'd say great. Let's go right ahead with action because they don't need you. That's why this is so great. Just take a legal perspective.
I don't really have a legal perspective.
Well, give us some perspective.
Except that it is like when the internet started. I think I mentioned this before. The laws didn't keep up with technology. So we were using old laws to cover new crimes, but they were really old crimes committed in new ways. Right. So today you've got the Marvin Gaye estate suing Ed Sheeran. Okay, that's a classic old-fashioned, copyright. All right, but tomorrow, if the lyrics are stolen by a robot, I mean, you need almost a forensic person to establish who is the one who stole not just the lyrics, but the voice. And how do you do that? Who is a forensic person who does that?
Hey, y'all, we're gonna let's give folks a minute to get in the room.
How do you recoup? You don't recoup that. They tell us a new stuff. That's okay. I don't know. It's scary for that.
You're such a lawyer.
I'm saying yelled at one more thing. In my ear. Not you, always. One more thing.
Yeah, let's give everybody a few minutes to get in the room. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope that you hopefully. What up, though? Last Crucible. So we're gonna give everybody a minute to get in here. We're gonna talk. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got multiple topics tonight. The main topic is I'm only gonna spend a few minutes on that, but we're gonna talk about these simps for a minute for the rest of the broadcast. So y'all hold on to simps for a minute for the rest of the broadcast. So y'all hold on to your hat. Let me send something over here to the gram. Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. Oh, okay. We'll let that upload. I don't know if you guys heard it. You know, probably some of you got you young cats. Y'all probably don't. Harry Belafonte passed away today, and he. Some of y'all may be too young, but Harry Belafonte, he passed away. He transitioned at 96 years old. Harry Belafonte was a G. He's always been one. He called out Condoleezza Rice on her Negro bedwenching and her he called out Colin Powell's selling out. He called out there was a couple other people that he called out. I think he called out Obama too. Okay. Okay. And see, we losing these OGs and these queen mothers. We're losing these people right and left. We're losing these people right and left. Man, this dude, he was the man. He handled his business. I have never seen him sell out. I've never seen him cooning. I have never seen him put himself before the group. Okay? Because that's what we get when we deal with that's what we deal with when we deal with a lot of black entertainers. Okay, they ain't real. Okay. Oh, you got, they up here, trying to promote trans mess and talking all that nonsense. Hold on, wait a minute. Something ain't right here. What is this crap? Oh, this is from my Apple. Wait a minute. Huh. Give me a second, y'all. I want to give everybody they announced yesterday, just give y'all some current events. They announced yesterday that they're gonna go ahead and push this uh, uh, recreational marijuana thing, but they doing it in a piecemeal type of format because I don't know why they doing it like that. But one thing I noticed is that they've already passed all this trans bullshit. They've passed all this trans stupid shit with sitting up here passing a bill where uh men who identify as women, can't compete against real women up here. Okay? And I've told people that they're gonna end up having me sell this house or me relocate somewhere else and rent this house out. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of this freak show. He thing, she thing. nonsense up here. That's all they do up here is cultivate just these freaks up here. Okay? These sexual deviants. That's all they do up here. And it's gotten out of hand. And I'm sick and tired. That's what one reason why most of the time I don't even watch the news or what they call the news. I don't even watch it. Because it's trash. It's scum. It's trash. It's counterfeit. Don't do nothing for us. You digs? So, but anyway, getting to hold up, man. So anyway, getting to the topic, every time I turn on Fox News, they're always oh, they did pass it. Hold on. They did pass it. Shit, 3M about to lay off 6,000 people worldwide. Man, a lot of these tech companies, scientific companies and tech companies, man, they laying people off right and left. Minnesota House. Oh, they already did that. That ain't nothing new. Anyway, every time I look around, Biden, y'all hit the like button if you're in the place to be. Can you dig it? Every time I look around, there's some new allegations against the president and his family. You know what they was doing? They were taking money from these Ukrainian oligarchs and energy companies, and they were spreading the money around to all of Biden's brother, his sister, I think a couple other folks, maybe some older cousins. I mean, they spreaded the money around, and most of the money went to Hunter Biden and President Biden. It is alleged. Okay? That's corruption. That's corruption, people. That's straight up corruption. It ain't nothing else but that. It's straight up corruption. It's straight up corruption. And this man sat up here and ran on the I'm gonna bring everybody together platform. Opinion, what's cracking, yo? Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. Man, this thing. I'm just gonna let this thing do what it's gonna do. Jeremy Binion said something really interesting. Hey, Ice, why are these females complaining about the economy now? Talking about the Joe Biden economy, where you saying that when you voted for him? Hell no, they ain't say it. Hell no, they ain't say it, bruh. And a lot of these Democratic voting Negroes, they don't care how corrupt Biden is, as long as they can go back to sleep. And when you say something to them about it, they get mad and unfriend you on social media, which I could give a damn. Okay? I posted something about, the original story was going to be President Biden looking for a new VP, but that was the wrong information. That wasn't what I was going to talk about. That wasn't what I was going to talk about. And I got my information wrong. So I had to pivot, and now I'm talking about something else. But we're going to talk about them simps in a minute. Yo, Mac, what up, though? The economy, especially for somebody, for everybody, should be on your. This should be the top thing on your list. Is the macro and micro economy. The macro economy is the whole country. The micro economy is specific to your kitchen table needs. Okay. Now they sit up here. These folks was how much you want to bet? And you know what? You know what? I looked over here. I lost 60 something uh 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 friends on Facebook, just me posting that alone. Okay? So you see that kind of stuff. See, if you ain't triggered, me posting that shouldn't bother you. You shouldn't be bothered by that. Why are you triggered? And see, these Negroes are triggered because they know they selling us out by voting for Biden. They know what they doing. They're not dumb. These people are not dumb. They play dumb when they get cornered because they're cowardly and useless, especially to other black people. But they would rather continue to do the wrong thing, especially old niggas. And I'm talking mainly old niggas and young, these little young homo black guys and these, these black women who, they work in corporate America and they talking like a valley girl and they think that they got some kind of camaraderie with these white supremacist females they work with and work for. Okay. And then on top of that, too, they cheesing and grinning all in all the white dudes' faces at the job. See, a lot of these black folks don't want to hear this stuff because they know they're the ones, you're the one who's cooning at work. You're the one who's the Sambo at work. You're the one who's selling out black folks at the job. Beat Theory, what up, though? How you doing, player? Hope all is well. Ladies and gentlemen, you can contribute to the podcast. You can hit us at the Cash App IDs above in the chat room. Drop a little something for a player. Remember, the information is free. My time isn't. Anyway, women, particularly women at the bottom rung of society, socioeconomically, those are the women who are belly aching about the economy. See, it takes a minute for the economy to reset. We all get that. But it should be trending up still. Even if it's incremental progress, it still should be, it's incremental. Okay? It still should be, if it's slow, that's fine. But slow and steady at this point. What you're seeing is something else. What you're seeing is inflation went down to about 6-something% and it's holding steady right there. That's still too damn high because when Trump got in there, it was what, 1 something? It was 1.72 or something like that percent or 2%. And now look at it. Why y'all think I bought this house when I did? Because my mortgage banker was like, hey man, you need to go, let's get your paperwork in so we can lock in this rate because we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen. There's no telling what's gonna happen. And I was like, yeah, bro, you got a point. You got a point. So black people, black women and dusty dudes, they hurting right now. There is a there is a push to I mean, how am I going to characterize it? Maybe I might not need this. I might not say that. There's this push for people to live with each other. Okay? Women are now living in homes where there's multiple women living in an apartment. Okay? If I decided I wanted to rent out one of my bedrooms in this house, I could get damn near $1,000 a month. Did y'all know that? I was looking online probably last year sometime, and the last year, and do you know that? Do you know that? Hold on, y'all. Let me put my sweatshirt on because man, I'm starting to get cold again. I really don't want to run these heaters. Run this heat. I got a little space heater in the living room in here. Then I got, I'll be running my regular heater, man. I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of doing it. Man, let me take these damn vitamins. Why my stomach is cramping? Y'all hold on for a second. Hold on. Oh shoot, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Man, it's a trip out this house. You know what's funny about this crib, man? It holds heat during the summertime because it's insulated real well. But yet in the wintertime, it be freezing in here. I mean, man, a couple of times I left the heat off. Man, I got up. It was like, man, it had to be about 30-something degrees in the house. And that's cold as hell inside a house. I mean, it was so cold, I could barely get to the heating thing to turn it on because it was that cold. And man, the other day it was 80 degrees. Can you believe that shit? For about a week, we had 70, 68, 70, 75, 80, 85, 88. And not even a day later, it went down to 40, 50 degrees. Now, that doesn't seem like that's a big deal, but it does to certain people's bodies. And I'm one of them. Okay? Because it was hot. Man, it was like 88 degrees one day. I had the fan on. I had the air conditioning on. When it's hot like that, man, I hate it up here. And I hate to be in the house. Because normally, if my sleeping patterns were, my circadian rhythm was back where it needed to be, I would get up early in the morning before it got too hot. And I ride my bike, do my hour and a half on the bike, and then come back home and do stuff around the house. I'm sitting there, my sleep thrown off now. So when we went back to it being cold, because it went down to like 30-something degrees a couple of days ago. Now it's starting to trend back up, but it's still, right now it's 48 degrees. That's still a cold ass 48. Okay? So yeah, I'm starting to get tired of this damn weather up here, man. It's too wishy-washy for me. But anyway, let's get back to the thing at hand, the topic at hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, what women are now looking at life and they're saying to themselves that their finances are going to be, how can I word this without being disrespectful? So let me go and come from another angle. Women know that they in trouble. Now, have y'all noticed that since for the last probably year, maybe a little less than a year, you ain't heard a whole bunch of men ain't shit, black men ain't shit talk? Have y'all noticed that? Now, white women are still keeping up their white supremacist feminist BS, but you don't hear too much, because I remember going on YouTube, 5-6 years ago, and even more, it was black men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. Black men don't do what they're supposed to do. Black men ain't shit. It was that. Almost every video was black men ain't shit. Why black men ain't shit? Is your black men about something? Black men ain't shit. You don't hear that no more. And see, guys, this is why I keep telling y'all to stop watching the news. You need to get your third eye built up. You need to open your third eye, player. See, I can see around the bullshit because I've been around the block too many times. Excuse me. Your third eye, which comes from melanin. Man, where my damn Dr. Wilson's book at? It was something it was something that was real interesting. Let me see. It might be still in the car. Yeah, it's in the car. Man, peep this here. So I'm looking at the TV. I'm looking at these fake ass news channels, and they saying how, one dude got up there today talking about how great the economy is under Biden. Now they taking plays out of the Trump playbook. Remember when Trump was in there, and I told y'all that Trump be like, "Hey, I'm winning," and clearly he took some minor L's during his administration. Remember I was talking about that. Y'all was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, Trump is taking a page out of the 48 laws of power. Never admit defeat, even if you take a major L. Okay? And that's what they're doing with Biden. If all these liberal networks are covering his ass, okay? But although they threw Don Lemonade out of there, Don Lemon thought he wasn't gonna get fired because he's a homosexual, a black homosexual. Yeah, bro, you at the crib now. And he posted something on Twitter. Was like, hey man, I had no idea this was about to pop off. What's up with this? Hey, bro, they got tired of your ass, and your show. Tucker Carlson was kicking your ass. That's why you got fired, Negro. You ain't producing nothing for no black folks anyway. You got a zaddy. He got a white zaddy. Don Lemon ain't been black for years. So good riddance to him. But you look at TV and if you listen to these people, you think ain't nothing wrong out here. Oh man, the economy is robust. Ain't nothing wrong out here. Iceman, what you talking about? Man, you up here talking about these people struggling and all that. Hey, look at the TV. I can show you something right now that people are balling. Yeah, the white folks who are the managerial class. That's who's balling. The folks that are the executives above them, they're balling. The politicians are balling. I'm talking about the average Joe like me and you, the average Joe and Jane. Those are the folks I'm concerned with. Okay? So when they sit up here and tell you that things ain't that bad, yet I go and start doing research on the computer and I see all these articles where they talking about women, you got the women are starting to move in with each other and live as roommates and stuff, even though they don't want to. There's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. And I understand they don't want people to panic. But it is what I would rather tell you the truth and you get mad at me and you make changes than for me to tell you everything is rosy, the picture is rosy, everything is great, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie to you like that because this is why black people always end up in last place when everybody else is reacting and making changes. Black folks are the only one who sit on their hands and don't do anything. And they think if they, keep voting for Democrats, that at some point things are going to change and trend upward because the Democrats said they're the party of inclusion, but the Republicans are racist and they don't like you. When it's the Democrats that are more racist than the Republicans. The Republicans don't claim to be the party of black inclusion, do they? They don't court the black vote. And they already telling Biden, hey man, you got an image problem, dude. Your approval rating is one of the lowest in history. He's still talking about, man, I'm a read because you got to understand the Joe Biden is a cocky SOB. Okay, he's a cocky SOB. Okay, he really thinks that these scary church Negroes and these scary civil rights Negroes are going to come in large numbers to reelect him next year. he's going to be sadly mistaken. Anytime you got Democratic shill ass kissing bootlicks like Roland Martin and Reverend I had a perm since 1960, Al Sharpton, the federal snitch, the mob snitch. Anytime you got guys like this saying, hey man, hey Democratic Party, y'all better change y'all tune. Y'all better start giving these black people something, giving these black people what they want. You better stop playing. They ain't listening. Biden's gonna pull the same trickery that he pulled the first that finesse. They're gonna pull the same playbook out their asses come next year. Oh, black folks ain't going nowhere. They ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got no choice but to vote for us. You keep on. There's gonna be less old niggas, old bootlicks, and old civil rights fossils who are gonna be around to vote for him. And these young brothers and sisters, when I look at what happened in Chicago, last weekend, where they was downtown in Chicago tearing up shit. Does that look like they're trying to listen to some damn lying ass white supremacist Democrats? Huh? They down there tearing up shit. Because rioting, like Dr. King said, rioting is the voice and language of the unheard. You understand me? Let me say this to you. Trump gonna give Biden that work like he giving him. He gonna give Pelosi that work. He gonna give Biden that work. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Hunter Biden's going to prison. He's at the least, the best they gonna be able to do right now is let him take the fall for all of them. But the same stuff that Biden is doing to Trump to try to keep him out of there is the same thing Trump gonna do when he get reelected. Okay? Biden ain't getting reelected. Not with the only way Biden can get elected is another finesse, another voter finesse. Okay? Another finesse. There's no way in hell that Biden got more popular votes than any other president without there being some behind the back shenanigans. You can't tell me that he just honestly got reelected. I don't believe it. Did they cheat? That I can't prove. But what we can say is that some funny business went down. That's one thing we can say. Okay? Because we know that Biden wasn't as popular as they're trying to make him out to be. Okay? And look, man, they said no president with the approval level that Biden has will get reelected. Has been reelected. Did y'all know that? Nobody with that low of a approval rating has ever gotten reelected. Okay, let's call a spade and quit playing. Okay? Now they trying to make you think, and they try to make me think that, we just dumb. No, what it is we don't have time to do the research to refute all of this BS that they putting out here in the stratosphere. We just don't. Most people just don't we don't have it. We don't have it. And they're showing you a rosy picture on TV, and in reality, people are hurting. Okay? Because again, you're not hearing all that black men ain't shit talk. Because these women are too busy trying to find money to pay that rent. And black women are the number one group of people getting evicted from their homes. Did y'all know that? Number one. But yet they're showing you a bunch of nonsense. Okay? They showing y'all a bunch of nonsense. Just like, you see homeless veterans out here, and most non-veteran people think that these veterans are just bums. Okay? What do you mean, Jeremy? What do you mean, Jeremy? Because you talking about feminism's been out here for 40 years? If that's what you're talking about, that's true. But as far as the economy is concerned, what's going on with the economy, is obviously is based on what's happening what's happened economically in this country for the past 4 years. Okay, the pandemic, the aftermath of the pandemic. Okay, now Biden is trying to say that he saved the country by becoming president. That's another lie he's told. Biden ain't saved nothing, ain't saved a damn thing, because interest rates should be trending downward. We should be maybe at 3% right now, maybe 4%. Okay? Should be at 4%. But instead it's at 6. Now, some folks will say historically that back in the 80s, interest rates was 16, 17%. Yeah, but stuff wasn't that expensive though. And and on TV, they weren't trying to sell you stuff all the time. They weren't all trying, because these reality shows are just how can I say it? These reality shows they're mechanisms for these luxury brands to sell you products. When you look at all the housewives shows, what are they wearing? Gucci, Chanel. There's a reason why everything they wear has a logo on it that tells you what it is. There's a reason for that. Very seldom, the only people you see not wearing name brand stuff is usually the B team. Okay? It's the junior varsity folks that ain't the main players. They're not required to wear that stuff. But the people who are required to wear it are the people who are the stars of these so-called reality shows. Remember, they're only there to sell you stuff. That's what these shows are about, because it ain't nothing but a bunch of women arguing and throwing drinks at each other and throwing food at each other, calling each other out their name, all this other foolishness. That's why men don't watch that shit. The only reason why I watch it is because for me, I know how to look at stuff and pull out what I want. That's that third eye. Okay? The chapter that I'm reading in the ISIS papers, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's brilliant book. It talks about if you're a melanated person. I'm talking about a black person. If you're a black person, you should have that third eye where you know how to look at stuff and decipher and say, okay, this is what this is. They trying to fool me. They trying to run a game. They trying to run an end around. Okay? Now, remember when they first start talking about that phony ass Asian hate? Remember that? All of a sudden, you had all of these movies coming out with Asian characters. And we all know most Asians can't act worth a shit. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it out there. You get mad if you want to if you Asian. Most of y'all ain't got no talent in entertainment. Okay? Then you look at the Oscars and you see that Asian alley-oop that they gave them. I think none but Asians won almost all categories, like best actor, supporting actor. I think it might have been one or two white folks mixed in there. But most of what they do, most of what I saw, I don't watch the Oscars. The only reason why I found out about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock was because as soon as he did it, that story went worldwide. I was like, oh, hell, damn, what the? Because I was like, man, Will Smith slaps Chris Rock at the Oscar. I thought it was a joke. But look at this year's Oscars. You got a movie with number Asians in it, some dumbass movie. That movie looked dumb as hell. So now they got, for a minute there, they had all them Asians that won Best Picture and Best Director and all that. They got all of that swirling around, have them going around interviewing, trying to act like they won fair and square when we know damn good and well, most of the stuff that won awards was cardboard. It was counterfeit. That shit was counterfeit. You digs? So anyway, the fix has been in ever since Biden got in there. And you see it with the media. Okay, they're protecting him. Those of you who follow me on IG, did y'all see that video I posted about Biden not even knowing where he was when he was in Ireland, and his son Hunter Biden had to had to answer questions for him? He was he looked just like an old man. He was like, huh? What are you talking about? People were asking him direct questions and he couldn't even answer. Okay? He couldn't even answer it. His son had to come over there and say, oh, Dad, they're asking you, what do you need to be, what tools do you need to be successful? And he didn't even answer the question. He said some old incoherent nonsense that didn't have nothing to do with anything. I was like, man, what the hell? This y'all man? This senile old man is the guy y'all voted for? And see, I only recorded that off Fox News, CNN and MSNBC and all them other old CBS and all of them. They didn't carry that story. And one thing I do like about Fox News is they'll show you the receipts. Instead of them talking about it, they'll give you the receipts. and let you draw your own opinion. I love that because a lot of y'all don't believe anything unless you see the proof. Okay? A lot of y'all that bad off. You're that turned off. Okay? Biden's going to continue as if he gets in there for another 4 years, can you imagine what this son of a bitch is going to do? Have y'all ever asked that question? If the economy is screwed up now, what do you think is going to happen? Now, they letting all these illegals in here, and they ain't going to be able to throw all of them out because they're going to go into hiding. Except, that's why what they would do if they was going to pick people up, they would just show up in front of where they work at. And of course, they start running like excuse me. They start running like the cowards they are. Okay, they always jump out the car and start running. That's why ICE will pull up with that big ass them buses and pull their ass out of work and put them on them buses. Okay, they're gonna have to do that. They're gonna have to go back to doing that, like Obama was doing, and then Trump was doing. Okay. Now you look at all of these companies because they mainly talk about companies that are easily identifiable. Microsoft, Amazon, FedEx, and a couple other companies. Now 3M is in St. Paul, the corporate office. 3M is a multi-billion-dollar multinational company. They make everything. Honeywell. All these people are laying off. They're laying people off. And guess who's getting caught up in it? Women. Women. The first people to be hurt in an economy are single mothers and dusty dudes who refuse, that have no fight in them. Those are the people that end up on the streets. But at the same time, these people are staunch Democratic politician voters. Okay? They're staunch Democrats. Instead of having the mentality that, hey, if something's not working for me, then I need to drop out the process. Now they're talking about, because it's probably going to be a rematch between Trump and Biden, that they're anticipating a very low voter turnout. Because see, white folks ain't like us. If they don't see neither candidate that they won't vote. But see, scary civil rights church Negroes, they're gonna go down there and vote for that. All the ass kissing, boot licking niggas, they gonna go down there and vote anyway, even though they out living in their car. They live in 2-bedroom apartment. They'll still go down there and vote Democrat, because all they got to do is say the Republicans gonna get rid of abortion. So you get all these evil ass baby killing females who sit up here, and all they care about is their access to be able to go kill a baby, instead of telling the dudes they messing with to wear a condom. Because in some cases, a pregnancy is the least of your worries, with all these diseases out here with HIV and all this shit. I'm quite sure Charlie Sheen thought he wasn't going to catch HIV. Every person out here who got HIV probably said, I ain't going to catch it. Okay? They said over 200 million people in this country got herpes, got genital herpes. Did y'all know that? It was 168 million 15 years ago. The hell out of here. 187 the new breed. What up, though? Damn, Tony Snow. What? You want to tell me where? If you want to, tell us what city you in, or if you don't want to tell us what city, tell us what state you in. I've never heard of that happening, but hey, I've seen some churches shut down, and then they get they get uh 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 um they get sucked up by another church. Oh, word. Man, a lot of churches are losing money because a lot of young people ain't going to these churches. People, when you see people in downtown Chicago tearing up stuff the way they were doing that, do those folks look like they want to hear something the Democrats got to say? Do them young people, you think they want to hear what what Al Sharpton got to say? You think they want to hear what Reverend so and so got to say? Huh? They don't want to hear none of that civil rights crap. What they want to know is when you gonna get my mom and dad a goddamn job instead of giving all the jobs to illegals like Sancho and Maria. Damn, $30,000 light bill. I wouldn't doubt it, brother. I wouldn't doubt it. Keep moving. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's gonna be y'all thinking right now we're having a economic tectonic shift going on and under people's feet, and they don't even want to acknowledge it. They don't even want to acknowledge that those of us who are financially insecure in the next couple years, no matter who's president, unless somebody comes in here and fixes the economy, you're going to end up on the streets. I looked at one of my credit cards and I looked at how much interest I was paying on it after I bought some stuff. And I was like, man, I need to pay this shit off because the amount of interest, it's like $1,000 a year. If I leave the current balance on there till the end of 2023, they're going to end up getting $1,000 out of me. That's a lot of money, dog, in interest. That's why normally I pay my credit cards off. But when I make a big purchase, I don't, like I did, I don't necessarily want to take money out my bank account and pay it off right away because those thousands of dollars, that's just a visceral reaction from, that I have being cheap and being thrifty. Shit, I don't even go to church. When am I go to church for? I ain't worshiping no white Jesus, and I'm not worshiping a I'm not, wasting my time I'm not wasting my Sunday morning sitting up in some church in the cold or as hot as fish grease out here, and I'm sitting up in some damn church, worshiping a pagan religion and a pagan deity figure. I'm not doing that. I got enough sense not to do that. But some folks just get scared. Some folks are just scared of life's challenges. So, and they think going to church is gonna save their ass. It ain't a pagan religion can't save you, people. And I know a lot of you Negroes get mad and want to unfriend me on Facebook. Good. That means I'm getting to your ass. Like I said, I don't give these Negroes a pass. I don't give these scary ass church sellouts, bootleg, Democratic shield Negroes. I give them that work. I ain't cutting you no slack. I just posted a meme and 60 people unfriended me. Like I said, there was 60 people I don't need anyway. Because a lot of black folks are stuck on this stupid ass civil rights crap and this stupid ass church crap. And they know it don't work. They know they know everything I'm telling them. But it's easier for them to keep lying to themselves, just like these women. It's easier to lie to themselves than to fix the problem. Okay? And when you look at these women and you hear the stuff that's coming out their mouths, these women are in bad shape financially. Now, all that I'm an independent woman, all that nonsense. You don't hear none of that. I can do it by myself. Well, go ahead and do it. Let's see if you do that in the Biden economy. Let's see you pull that off in the Biden economy. Let's see where you end up. Come holler at a player in 6 months. Okay? Black folks want to be lied to, and women want to be lied to even more. Damn, I don't feel good today, man. My stomach been turning upside down. I don't know what's up with that. Okay? All day long, they telling you need this prescription medication. Okay? You need this, you need that. Everybody's sick. You know why they sick? Because it's based on what we eat. That's why I had to totally change my diet, man. I was like, nah, I need to fix this. I'm tired of being, but sometimes that nausea just it just bothers me. I can't get around it. So a day like that, I just stay in the house because I don't feel like being out there throwing up in front of people because it will happen. Okay? I just get sick, just spur of the moment, just like that. Don't my man Tony Snow said, as you what did he say? He said, I tell dudes, don't think you got handsome all of a sudden. The females need help. Exactly. Well, Jeremy, the thing is, a lot of women will take out credit cards and to finance these trips, going to Cancun and all this other stuff. That's all BS. And you notice that those women be defaulting on them loans and them credit cards. You do know that, right? Our economy isn't going to fix itself. It needs folks at the top that run this country who are serious about fixing it. Because you got to understand, there's a reason why we don't have the gold standard. Because they want to have fluctuations in the economy so that because you got to understand, every time the economy does what it did in '08 or during the pandemic, remember all these rich one percenters like the Carl Icahns and the Warren Buffetts, you know what they do? They start buying up shit. They start buying all these distressed companies. They start buying these distressed banks. They start buying all these companies. They start buying all this dirt cheap real estate. If I had the money and the credit that I have now back in '07, man, I'd probably be a millionaire right now because I would have been buying up all them houses. But the banks, that's what Chase Bank does. They go and they'll buy blocks and blocks of distressed properties. That's what they did in Detroit. Talking about they got a program that the reason why they buying up this the reason why they're buying up distressed properties in areas like, where black folks live in Detroit is because they're going to invest $150 million. And then, of course, they had this mammy up there. They had some young mammy, this young black woman who said, they had to put a black face on they lives. And they had her sitting up there talking about how this is going to help black people in Detroit. I ain't never seen no white bank ever do. Matter of fact, I ain't never seen any bank. I ain't never seen a black bank do a damn thing for black people. So I don't know and so I'm listening. That's why I say you got to be able to listen to these liars and know you're being lied to. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. You want me to get on here and blow smoke up your ass and tell you everything is everything so that you can sleep well at night. But then sooner or later, that financial grim reaper is gonna come for your ass. Because when the economy takes a nosedive, guess who gets hurt first? People who are financially insecure. That's why in '07 and '08 and '09, a whole bunch of people lost their cribs. Okay? And most of that was by design. Better do your research. I tell people all the time, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. You got time. That's true. They do have simp men paying for them trips. But we talking, that's the BBL crowd though, bro. That's the BBL Insta thought folks doing that. Okay? And then too, a lot of those women are prostitutes who are doing that. Don't get it twisted. Because a lot of y'all think black women are so pure, black women would never sell no ass. Well, you are sadly mistaken. Black women will put their ass in the air just like all these other women. Okay? They'll stick their ass in the air to get put on just like the rest of these women. These other non-black women who out here hoeing. But they're taking they taking their information out of the white female, white supremacist, feminist playbook. And if you notice, it ain't working for black women. Yeah, you can look at the TV and see a few black women on TV looking like they running stuff when they ain't. But look what happened to Tiffany Cross. She thought she could say anything she wanted. She thought she could cuss on TV. She thought she could act a damn fool. And look at her. She's sitting at home right now. Okay? Melissa Harris Perry. It used to be on MSNBC. She's doing something else right now. You digs? Y'all better ask somebody. Y'all better ask somebody. And I'm gonna say this: it's gonna get worse. The economy's gonna get worse before it get better. All the indications are out there. I know what I'm talking about. I predicted most of the stuff that's going on right now. You digs? I predicted it. That's all. This about to pop off. I told y'all that them mass shootings were gonna get mad regular, didn't I? I told you all that the economy is gonna keep falling every few years. What did I tell y'all? Now, if you want to hear some lies, that's okay. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Now, if that's a bone of contention for you, then go somewhere else. Like I said, I ain't here for a popularity contest. I'm here to educate. Okay? And those of you who keep sending me emails talking about, hey man, can you go back to your format back in 10, 12 years ago? I'm like, nigga, get your dumb ass out of here. Get your ass out of here, man. It's obvious you ain't trying to grow. And that's another thing. Let me say this before I take a break real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of black people, a lot of dusty Negroes want to continue to act like grown children, but let them do that because in their minds, all we got to do is vote for a Democrat and they'll do our bidding for us. Well, black Democratic voters in the last 5 or 6 years, how that been working out for you? Obama was in there 8 years, count them, 8. And he did absolutely nothing for you. Matter of fact, he did absolutely nothing for the people that he promised he was going to bring blue collar jobs back. And he didn't bring back jack. And he stood up there on national worldwide television news saying that he's not going to stop American corporations from relocating to China. If you don't believe me, look it up on Google. Just like I heard George W. Bush stand up there during his presidency. What did he say? We're going to have a nationwide push for home ownership. And 2 years when he made that announcement, exactly 2 to 3 years later, that worldwide economic collapse happened in 07 and 08. That was planned, people. You have no idea the stuff, the evil that they do out here. Well, Flint water, that was fly shit. That's fly shit. They still, they ain't gonna never fix that water until they get them bootleg Negroes out of there and get more guys like that Councilman Mays that be in there going off on people talking shit. Okay? Because see, you got to understand, most of these Negroes that's in these city councils and they mayor, they full of shit. You think because they black that they good people, and you just give them a pass, even if you hear something that don't sound right. But you go down there and vote for them anyway. And I'm trying to explain to you that these people are dangerous. These Negroes, these race traders that get in the government and sell us out. Because remember, the Democrats, their whole mantra is inclusion, that we are the party of racial inclusion. Yet the only inclusion you see are white homosexuals, white heterosexuals, and managerial class Democrats who ain't doing nothing for poor people. Remember, you are going to be the one who's going to be affected by these bad economic policies. If you are financially insecure, it's going to be you. And that's why I keep trying to sound the alarm to everybody, because a lot of cats be like, all right, how the hell he know what's going to come around the bend? Okay, don't listen to me then, nigga. Take your ass on. Go ahead, keep hanging around them dumb niggas you hanging around with who don't know anything. Keep hanging around them folks and see where you end up. The hell out of here. Hey, y'all, I'm going to take a quick break. Y'all don't go nowhere. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. If you haven't contributed to the podcast for the book bag drive, the school supply drive, and the school clothes drive, go ahead and do that now. I'm about to take a quick break. I think I'm going to, drink me some Maalox or something. Can you dig it? Oh, yeah, Mr. Snow. The housing market. Woo! I just saw on the news that they talking about they just did a mortgage rate hike. Look, people, let me tell you something. 1 or 2 points can be the difference in thousands of dollars hundreds of dollars on your bill and thousands of dollars added to your principal via interest. Okay? Right now, the housing market has taken a 30% nosedive this year alone. Is that a good sign? Let me tell you what's an indication of a good, strong economy. People running out buying new houses, not just existing houses like what I bought. I'm talking about new house developments. That is not happening. And a lot of builders have their workers on ice right now because they ain't building no new houses. And there are plenty of places around here where there's land to build new houses. Hell, over here in my city, this little nothing city I live in, man, they done probably built 500 or 600 new houses. Now, a lot of them are those attached condo, townhouse places that, everything is vertical. You got the entranceway and everything, the kitchen down here on the first level, but then the bedrooms and some of the kick-it rooms like a den, all that's on the second and third level. That's what they building over here. Now, are they building some single-family houses? Some. Most of what they building is brand new apartments and those attached condo townhouse type thing, like what I was renting when I was living down south before I moved into this house. Yeah, you're right. You might, Jeremy. 40-year mortgages, just like they got 10-year car notes out here. Ladies and gentlemen, the writing is on the wall, man. Y'all need to really peak game, man, because I'm gonna tell you right now. Excuse me. Damn. I'm telling y'all right now, if you're financially insecure right now, you better fix that shit. Man, you better fix that as soon as possible. I don't know how to help you, but if you got any questions, email me at theiceman@yahoo.com. Email me if you, black people, if you got any career advice you need, or you about to buy a house, or something is about to pop off, don't hesitate to email me, man. I don't know why some of y'all act like y'all scared to contact me. Like I'm gonna bite your head off or something. I'm not gonna bite your head off. I'm just gonna answer your question. But if you don't ask, you'll never know. You need to be talking to sensible forecasters like me who can tell you what the economy is going to be like in the next 3 to 5 years based on current economic indications. But a lot of y'all want to wait till the last minute, just like they getting ready to pass a bunch of, they about to pass uh gun restriction laws up here in Minnesota. Now they already done banned assault rifles out there in California. Did y'all know that? Is it California or one of these? It's at least one state that I know, and I think it's California. They passed it's California. They passed the bill to ban assault rifles. Now, this racial civil war that's going to pop off. A handgun ain't gonna get it, player. Handguns are not real accurate. Handguns, you better go get you one of these low-end sniper rifles, and you get an AR-15. Thank you, brother. Keep moving. Oh, hey, last crucible, brother. I've been sick, man. Hey, bro, look, I'm still coming. I still got remnants. I'm still coughing up phlegm right now. I had the flu about almost 3 weeks, brother. I've been cooped up in the house, man. I apologize for that, brother. It's not personal, man. I'm gonna get at you. The main reason, and one reason why I didn't get at you 2 months ago around the Super Bowl is because I decided not to go because some of them hotels are out of this world. Okay, but I apologize. Brother. I'm when I get a little healthier, man. I'm gonna reach out to you. All right. Nah, if you see Jeremy, that's what I try to tell people not to do. Don't take money out of your 401k because that's going to be money you might need when you do retire. See, a lot of people, especially all these fake niggas, a lot of these fake toy niggas out here who want to be high-siding and bullshitting and fronting. Let me explain something to you. A lot of these niggas got terrible credit. And they ain't gonna never rise above where they at. And a lot of these niggas be out here living off of men, or they out here living off of women. Okay? Maybe they found a simp that they can live off of, or they a dude that found a female simp they can live off of. Okay? Oh, and another thing, last crucial, sometimes my phone, if I accidentally hit the charger thing, because that phone is old as hell, and the cord that I push in there to recharge the phone, if that falls out or it's not in there snug, then the phone will lose juice and it automatically cuts off, which you already know about. All cell phones do that. But like I said, I apologize, brother. Anyway, let me take a quick break. If you haven't contributed, go ahead and do so right now. I'm gonna be back in a couple of minutes. Don't move a muscle, y'all. This little 22 bullet, well, you could get shot here in the shoulder. This thing will go all the way past your heart, hit your arteries, hit your lungs, do all that damage. Okay? So don't think because this is a 22 weapon, that it takes a 22 caliber weapon, bullet, that this can't do no damage. Or it'll do a lot. I got a that I'm gonna work with that got shot with little dudes. And they had him in a wheelchair for about a year. Now he's walking now, but he almost died. Okay, but it didn't. Something. He got some kind of spinal cord injury, but it didn't cut his spinal cord. Oh boy, your bud is mine. Better watch yourself. All right, y'all, I'm back. Let's talk about something real quick, y'all. I want to give you guys some info real quick. This is the kind of thing you might want to start off with. Now, the only problem is well, it's not a problem, actually. It's really not a problem. But people are under the impression that small caliber weapons don't do damage. Now, you might not be able to stop a truck with this, but you can do a lot of damage to the human body because these 22, let me tell you something about 22. 22s are probably one of the most dangerous guns out there. Why? Because the bullet never stays where doing around the entry wound. Okay, if you get hit in your shoulder, that thing can travel past hit your heart, hit your arteries, and end up down here in your damn body. But yet you got hit in the shoulder. So anybody that tells you got to have a big old cannon, you got to have a Dirty Harry 44 or Desert Eagle 45, and you don't need no cannon. You don't need no cannon. Not when you just starting off. Get you something you can handle. Okay? See, a 22 bullet, look how little this thing is. I got a homeboy that's got shot in the back with one of these. He was in a wheelchair for a year before he regained his ability to walk. Okay? These things do a lot of damage. Don't be fooled. Okay? And if you need some type of rifle, get your AR-15. Yeah, it's gonna run you $8,900. A good one gonna run you $8,900, $1,000, $1,100. And the top end ones, the $2,000 ones, those are really nice. But hey, you don't need to spend that kind of money. You don't need to spend that kind of money. Let me tell you something, Jeremy. A lot of these women and some of these goofy niggas that you see online, like these goofy niggas that you see on social media, trying to front, trying to make somebody think they got some money. Let me explain something to you. Those are going to be the Negroes. That's going to be the cousin or the brother or the sister that's going to be asking you, "Can I live on? Can I live with you?" Okay. Those are the folks that's gonna want to live with you, man. You know why? Because they ain't got no retirement. $50,000 in retirement when you retire at 60. Let's say you retire at 65. How long is it gonna take you to run through 50 grand? That ain't no money. Why you think you see these old folks out here? Why you think you see these old white folks out here working at McDonald's when you go through these towns? Especially these small towns. You know why that is? Because those folks ran out of retirement money. They lived longer than they thought they were, and their retirement ran out. Don't let that be you. There's a bunch of people in my family that I got passport bros in my family, and I'm like, yeah, all right, nigga. You gonna need somewhere to stay, nigga. You ain't gonna live here. Cause it get hard out here for a pimp. Okay, you get 60 something years old, you're old, you're tired. You ain't gonna want to go start no job somewhere after you don't work somewhere for 10, 15, 20 years. Because that's on you. That's on you not taking care of business. That's on you, player. That ain't on nobody else. You can't blame nobody else, player. Only thing you can do is look in the mirror and answer for the financial dereliction that you've been practicing for the past 40 years. Okay? These companies don't give a damn if you can't pay your bills. They don't care. And they shouldn't care. That's on you. That's on me and you. Yeah, exactly. And you gotta and see, that's what's called smart planning. If you know inflation is going to be a lot higher in 30 years, then you need to be preparing for that. How do I prepare for that? See, black folks don't like to plan for anything. Black folks like to live by the seat of their pants. That way it looks like they having fun. Okay? It looks like they're having fun and they're not under the stress that my information gives. See, the truth is stressful to infantile-minded Negroes. Okay, let's keep it a buck. Infantile-minded Negroes don't want to plan for anything. They want to fly by the seat of their pants, and that's why you see all these young black men out here, couch surfing, living at their homeboy house, stanking up the house with they funky ass feet because they ain't washing their clothes, sleeping in their clothes, living in their clothes every day. It don't make no sense, man. You're just wasting your life. But these are the Negroes who want to be out here jacking people. And I'm like, nah, bruh, you try to run up on me, you're going to get dealt with. Real talk. Okay? And I don't want to lay a nigga flat. But I'm going to tell you right now, you run up on me, you're going to see what happens to you. It ain't going to end well for you. And your mama can be crying and boo-hooing, talking about Lord Jesus and all that mess. That's your problem. You shouldn't have ran up on a real nigga. Okay? You shouldn't have ran up on a nigga with a power tool. well, they said today, they're talking about people who are going to retire in 20 years. They said right now, if you're a couple, you need $2.5 million to retire comfortably. As a single payer, you need, if you're a single male or female, you need, they say you need a minimum of 1.2 to 1.4 million. Now, y'all, a lot of y'all saying, damn, Ice, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of Skrilla. Not really. Not when you talking about you should have saved this over time. That's why a lot of people, I've seen people who didn't start putting a big money in their 401k until they was like 10 years before they was going to retire. That's stupid. Like, when people said, when I told people I was going to the military, people was like, oh man, why you doing that? I'm like, dude, I ain't finna sit around here and waste away working these dead end jobs around here. And it's not like I'm going to the Army. I'm going to the Air Force. I'm going to the most prestigious military body in DOD. Okay. But I have a pension. Yeah, I spill blood for it, but I have a pension that I ain't got to worry about. Okay. Now, ladies and gents, let me say this to you. Don't wait till the last minute to start stacking your chips. You ought to be going to somebody like Fisher Investments and saying, hey, man, I want to set up a couple of IRAs with you guys. Okay, we got a Roth IRA, we got a such and such IRA. What kind of IRA are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for something that's going when I finally draw the money out that I can waive the taxes. That's the Roth IRA. Okay, you have to do your own investing because the corporate. See, when I started out in working in these companies, the company did a 50-50 match, or you put in 75 cents and they put in a quarter. They don't do that no more unless you at these real high end, high paying jobs at one of these real, like a semiconductor company that or somebody like that. If you work for Microsoft, you probably got something like that, depending on where you work though. But if you just some school bus driver, man, you better do your own investing. I don't, I'm not necessarily interested in working for the VA, bro, or working for any government agency. I can barely get up in the morning. As a matter of fact, I don't want to work nowhere other than for myself. But that's good. I mean, if you're putting that information out there for these other cats, that's fine. But not me. Yeah, there's a cap on how much you can put in your 401k. And I think now it's 6%. That ain't a lot of money, people. Now, I understand why they don't want you putting all your money in there because the market fluctuates. Look what happened in 2008. Some people lost hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in retirement, and they never gonna get that money back. They ass out. So the market is gonna be doing this. When it does that, you lose money. My pension ain't attached to no foolishness like that. The economy ain't gonna return to normal until it gets under 3% interest rate. Okay, it ain't gonna be normal until then. You got people whining about how high these cars are. Don't buy one then. You dumb as hell anyway, going out here buying a $50,000 car, and you living in an apartment. The hell is wrong with people, man? Oh man, black people don't want to hear nothing like that, brother. All black folks want to hear about who shot John, who's screwing who was at the club last week, who in the family was acting a fool at the barbecue, who got drunk at the barbecue and started acting a fool, who got shot. That's all black folks care about. And ooh, did you see what was happening on Basketball Wives? That's all black folks are concerned. That's all black pigs. Okay? It ain't gonna get no easier for you. If you want to be out here buying all this name brand shit and buying a car every 2 or 3 years, you're gonna end up broke. And even if you're married, you still gonna end up broke. You and your wife gonna end up broke. Or you're gonna end up filing multiple bankruptcy proceedings. I've seen people file for bankruptcy, like maybe they filed for bankruptcy in 2001 or 2002, and in 2010 they filed for bankruptcy again. See, that's niggas that don't want to pay their bills on time. Those are Negroes that don't want to pay their bills on time. And you know why they ain't paying their bills on time? Because they got a revenue problem. They got an income problem. They bringing in less than their bills. You digs? Now I know you guys heard about this chat, these chat, I guess there are AI programs where you can, put information in there and it types up, you could type a letter with it, or you can write, you can do a report with it. Some people are even writing papers in high school and college with it. But what the simps and tricks are doing, and the incels, the beta males, some of y'all beta male simps and tricks, you know what they're doing? They're using chat IP or chat, uh, whatever those chat programs are. They're using them to learn how to talk to women. They'll put something in there, and then whatever AI types up, they'll send that to a woman in a text message or social media or wherever they talk to these women. Okay? If you don't know how to work on cars, you're going to be broke, because these new cars are not like these old cars. In some cases, depending on what type of car you buy, some cars are very efficient. But the ones that are very efficient don't look that good. Okay? Don't no brothers want to roll down the street in no Subaru. I had a brother that bought a Subaru back in the day. It was like, man, what your brother buy a Subaru for, man? Niggas don't drive that. It was a good car till he tore it up. Not putting oil in there, having all these damn accidents. Every car he had, he got in an accident. Out there being stupid. Okay? And some people will say, well, ICE, that means you, so what you telling me, I gotta buy a used car? Okay. And like I said, Jeremy Binion, I don't want to work for the V. I don't want to work for none of them people. Now, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. But I don't need no career advice. Okay? I don't need no career advice. I know where I can get a job at, but I don't need a job. So you got these simps out here trying to use these chat bots. You got Ford Tauruses out here going for damn near $60,000. A Ford Taurus? Man, please. Why do y'all think it's so much the news networks ain't gonna tell you the truth? And you know that. Okay? But these simps and tricks think they can find a cheat code somewhere. Look, I don't need no chat bot to no AI chat bot to type nothing for me. I don't need it because I know how to talk to women. And if they don't like what I'm talking about, then I find another one to talk to. It's just that simple. But that's another beta male mechanism that beta males think that they can cheat and get over and not have to learn the game like some of the OGs like myself had to learn the game. Some of the OGs like myself had to learn the game. Okay? That's sad. Where did this come from? That's sad, man. Okay? They said right now, the relationship satisfaction is at an all-time low right now. Oh, but Tinder and matching them ain't gonna tell you that. These women ain't all the dining and dashing that a lot of these women did back in the day. That stuff ain't working no more. These dudes done got hip to that. Some of these simps and tricks have at least had enough they have some of these people have made some changes. Most of them have not. Most have not done any changes. And you are the ones that have who insist on not making changes, you're gonna end up sleeping in your car because rent is gonna continue. Dude, man? A year ago, I did a live stream that rent on average is going up. They said rent tripled, doubled during the pandemic, and then tripled. No, take that back. It doubled. I remember I read an article online. It said if you're paying $1,200 a month for one bedroom apartment, which is ridiculous, by the way. They said you will end up now that same apartment is $1,800 a month. See that? I have been to when I was looking for an apartment, I have looked at apartments where the difference between a one bedroom apartment rent and a two bedroom apartment rent was only like $200. That's why after a while I just started buying, I just started renting two bedroom apartment or three. My last place was 3 bedrooms. in Minneapolis. I don't know about St. Paul. So St. Paul ain't the same city. St. Paul's dingy, old. Minneapolis, they got the areas that are dingy and old, but most of the parts of the city that you're gonna see on TV are where the new stadiums are built and all that kind of stuff. Oh hell yeah, these women are struggling out here. They're struggling financially and they're struggling dating. Somebody posted something. Some woman posted on Instagram whining that because she got 3 kids, 2 grown kids, and one that's like 15 or 16 or something. And she was complaining. Now she was okay looking chick. She was complaining that black men with money, ballers, producers, not workers, producers. She was complaining that producers don't want her. As soon as they find out she got 3 kids, they in the wind. That's what they're supposed to do. You minimize your risk or you eliminate your risk by walking away. That's why if you do end up in bed on top of these women, you better be wearing a condom. You don't know what diseases this woman got, and you don't want to get this woman pregnant. You don't want to be tied to her sorry ass for the rest of your life, because that's what's going to happen. Here in Minneapolis, a 1-bedroom apartment with central heat and air, which is a rarity in this city, will run you $22, $23, $24, $2,500 a month. Now, I've rented some hood apartments that's like not too far from here. I was with this chick. I rented a 1-bedroom. All it had was heat. It didn't have no air conditioning. You had to open the windows up, and then on top of that, that particular dump of an apartment complex, that particular dump of an apartment complex had a bunch of dusty Negroes living there, bunch of Ray Rays and Pookies. So that's another reason I didn't like living there. Okay, and I hated that apartment because during the summer, if it was hot, man, it was uncomfortable. I hated that shit. I was like, man, this is whack. So the point that I want to make to you is this: that apartment was $600 a month. That was almost 20 years ago. I guarantee that 1-bedroom apartment today is $1,200, $1,300 a month, and it ain't got no air conditioning. Okay, think about that for a second. Okay, think about that for a second. How you gonna come up with first and last month's rent and a deposit, and you paying $2,300 a month for a brand new 2-bedroom apartment or 1-bedroom apartment with central air and heat? Hell, I've dated women who had houses in like Minneapolis, them old houses in Minneapolis, and they're like, I ain't got no air conditioning in here. And you go in the house and it's hot as fish grease in there. And I'm like, how do you live in here? Like a lot of the apartments that are near real highly trafficked social areas where a lot of women hang out, man, them apartments, they're dumps. But they want $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom or studio. And you know what? A lot of those apartments rarely come up imp come up for rent because they got waiting lists. That's why, being 10 miles, 12 miles away from downtown Minneapolis, it seems like I'm a world away from the action. Okay? Okay? Like I said, people, it's going to get worse way before it's going to get better. I hope you got your shit together because I'm going to tell you right now, it's already real deal Holyfield, serious situations out here financially. And if your money is messed up, your health going to be messed up because you're going to be stressed out all the time. Ask these single moms who thought they was slick, letting all these dudes get on top of them. And now they paying the price for all that fun fucking. Fun fucking only gonna get you diseases, and if you're a woman, it's gonna get you unwanted pregnancies. But like they say, a lot of women, they like, well, I'm gonna get that ghetto alimony, aka child support, for 18 years. Girl, I ain't gotta worry about shit. And just like my ex-wife, they spending the money on themselves. The children don't get shit. Okay? But a lot of that's gonna come to an end. All right, y'all. Hopefully some of you guys contributed today. I think we got a lot of game chopped up. You guys, for the rest of the week, be careful. Watch yourself, keep your head on a swivel, and make sure you keep your third eye open, because that might get you out of trouble. Can you dig it? Remember, information is not to make you scared. Information is to help you get prepared, stay prepared, so you ain't got to get prepared when shit jump off. Can you dig it? All right, y'all, go to AskTheIceman.com for information on life coaching, dating coaching packages. If you own a business, go by AskTheIceman.com to get information on business plans and how you can get your business off the ground. I want to thank everybody that hung out with the player partner tonight. Y'all take care, stay healthy, and God bless.